students.
Good afternoon.
Not funny. The action and final tragedy in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet revolve around a feud between the Capulet and Montague families. The two central characters, namely Prince Escalus and Friar Lawrence, both strive to reconcile the family's differences. My seminar will explore and compare the motives and actions of these two men, their subsequent impact on the other characters, and the eventual outcome of the play. I will also draw a parallel with modern-day society to demonstrate the continuing relevance of Shakespeare's intuitive brilliance. First, let us meet our two characters. Friar Lawrence is a pastor of a church, a man of God. He is Romeo's mentor and wants the best for him and a happy outcome for the young lovers and their families. His actions are driven by personal motives. Friar Lawrence appears in many scenes throughout the play and contributes directly to the family feud through the advice he gives to the young lovers. Prince Escalus of Verona is the father figure in the play. He seeks justice, peace, and happiness for all his subjects. His actions are selfless, and his motives are driven by fairness and leadership. The prince appears in just 3 scenes. His influence on the Capulet-Montague feud is profound. He deals with the two families as a whole, and his primary goal in the play is to successfully resolve the family's problems. To understand the two characters' impact on the family feud, we must first identify their motives. Friar Lawrence is committed to Romeo and Juliet. He wants a union between the young lovers. He promotes this relationship, which fuels the feud between the Capulet and the Montague. Then he marries the young couple. This act and the friar's subsequent obstruction of Paris's marriage plan shows that the friar is biased against the wishes of the Capulet family. Despite this, the friar desires a positive outcome for all concerned. This is shown when the friar advises Romeo to go into exile before returning to Verona. The friar says, "Till we can find the time to blade your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back." The prince has very different motives. He is committed to society rather than to individuals. This is shown when he states, "Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor stained steel, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the words of your moved prince." The prince plays an unwitting part in the tragedy by banishing Romeo. This causes the friar to make his fatal plan to keep Romeo and Juliet together. The prince tries to be fair to all concerned, even though he loses 2 of his relatives in the play. Friar Lawrence attempts to cure the feud by marrying Romeo and Juliet. Even after he has been banished, the friar believes that the couple can come together and that the Capulet-Montague conflict can be overcome. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household rancor to pure love. He believes love will conquer all. His plans are motivated by goodness and a genuine desire for what he believes will be the best outcome. The prince attempts to cure the feud by strength, power, and reason. He believes that banishing Romeo is a just action, and that the young man's absence, coupled with the threat of punishment for any further disturbance of the peace, will end the conflict. The friar and the prince are both driven by kindness. Both are good men seeking a happy outcome. Both want no further trouble. That is the end of their similarities. The friar deals mainly with Romeo and Juliet. The prince deals with the Capulet and Montague families as a whole. The friar promotes the couple's marriage. The prince does not. The friar has personal motives. The prince has general motives. The friar made secret plans. The prince was open in his dealings. The friar tried to influence individuals. The prince tried to exercise control over everyone. The friar was biased. The prince was impartial. We can thus see that while the friar and the prince both wanted a happy and successful end to the Capulet-Montague rivalry, their motives, actions, and influence on the family varied greatly. The friar attempted to find a solution to the family feud through love. The prince tried to resolve the dispute by exercising control and authority. And now, we can relate this to more recent times. Let us consider the tragedy of Diana, Princess of Wales, in the context of Romeo and Juliet. In Princess Diana, her lover, Dryden, and Prince Charles, we have a love marriage triangle. The Archbishop of Canterbury said at Charles' and Diana's wedding in 1981, here is the stuff of which fairy tales are made. As we all know now, just like Romeo and Juliet, Diana and Prince Charles' wedding happiness was an illusion. The attempted resolution of the family's feud between the Capulet and Montague and between the Windsors and the Fueds was doomed to tragic failure. Princess Diana and Dodi Fayed, their lovers. He's Romeo and she is Juliet. It parallels with the play because he's Paris and he wants Juliet, which is Princess Diana, but she doesn't like him. She likes Dodi Fayed. And the parallel to the death of the two lovers could be seen with the crash in Paris Tunnel, where Romeo and Juliet, Princess Diana and Dodi Fayed died.